Okay, it fucking took it this time. So I got the cover in, I got that snug down and it completely snugged, and I ran a bead of RTV all the way around just because this fucking hole has been the pariah the whole time. RTV the fucking, after I got it so it wouldn't move more, I RTV'd around the rubber grommet there because these have these fucking rubber grommets in it. And when I took the last one off, I noticed that grommet, I think because of that fucking area, that rubber grommet was chewed to shit. So it was partially leaking out of there and partially leaking out the side. So I've got a nice generous bead of RTV around the outside. I got all these bolts in, and these bolts have, show you one. These bolts have a collar. So once that part hits the block, it stops moving and you know you're there. And I felt all of them hit the block. So it was golden. And before I put the RTV on, I got a good look at that side and there was no gap this time. It held. So I'm going to let this dry overnight. The other variable I had was, I think that we kind of had that fuck moment last time. At one point, I think on this rig, I'm pretty sure it was on this rig, I had a spot where your oil pressure had dropped down below 10 for a second when I started it up. And I think you said maybe it had done it to you once or twice before, but then it seemed to kind of regulate out. I have easy access to that oil pump with that pan off. Let me show you. And you know what? I never mentioned it in the past because I was just busy with trying to deal with this fucking cover and oil pan gasket that it just slipped my mind. But your oil pump bolts up into the block, into the rear main bearing and stuff that way. But there's the access that I have to it with the oil pan off. So I'll call you about that tomorrow. I'm going to give this a good night to let that RTV cure up and dry up really well before I put the pan on. And that gives me a chance to talk to you about that oil pump and see if you want to do that or not.